Hi, this is Katherine and Christopher Tipper of Hunter Benefits Consulting Group. What day is it, Christopher?
Today is Friday, November 19th. Please welcome to On the Couch, the Friday afternoon bourbon edition. All right? Where we attempt to discuss things about the IRS, Department of Labor, PBGC, and anything else related to that in a lighthearted and humorous manner. Are we succeeding? No, maybe not. All right. Today, we're actually going to be repeating something about electronic notices, part 2, because we talked about this last week about what you needed to hand out, and this is about how you can hand them out electronically without killing trees. All right? We think it's a pretty good episode, so we just repeated it. We'll be back in a second.
Or say it backwards. And we're back.
And we're back. All right, Kristina, right now we usually go to our Washington update. Kristina, is it an update or an update?
Nupdate.
It's an update. Oh, well.
It's a nupdate because all of the agencies are awaiting Congress graduating from high school and acting like adults before they have something to work on.
Okay.
It's a nut date.
Yeah, ooh, I like that.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is repeat a video from last year, everything you never wanted to know about handing out electronic notices. Take care. The show?
Okay. Hey, well, Christopher, why is there all this stuff on the table?
All right, well, so I'm thinking of the paper as a metaphor for good news. You want me to explain?
Yeah, I think you need to explain.
You want me to explain that? All right, so the DOL has finally realized it's 2020.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. All right. They, on May 21st, they issued final regs letting people know how they can distribute mandatory notices electronically. Pretty much.
Can I get rid of it?
No, not all of it. Just we can get rid of some of it.
We
can get rid of some of it. All right.
Okay.
So what happened on May 21st is they realized that 90% of the country has ready available access to the internet. So maybe we needed to stop killing trees. They're not exactly with it. Do you remember the phrase they had in there?
If someone requests something?
No. Long distance calling.
Long distance calling.
Yeah, so the final regs mention long distance calling. Do our children know what long distance calling is?
It kind of dates you a little bit because they don't know what it is. They didn't realize it was cheaper to call after 7 or on the weekends.
I think they found that out a week ago. So, yeah. So what's happening here is that the Department of Labor has said that basically any kind of retirement plan and IRAs, but I didn't get into that too much, all right, have the ability or the capability to send all mandatory notices out electronically with the caveat you were just talking about.
Right, where if somebody asks for something in paper,
they
you have to smile
and give it to
send
them.
it to them in paper.
And you get to charge them how much?
$0.
Right, very good. So a covered individual is somebody who has provided their work, which is kind of funny, or personal email address to their employer, or somebody who has been given a work email address where email's part of their job. But there's a little proviso or something in there where if the whole reason somebody has a work email address is so that you can hand out notices electronically, does that count?
No.
Nope, does not count, all right? And the example, I think, was somebody who works at a grocery store. If you're just giving out email addresses so that you don't have to pay for paper notices, that doesn't count, all right? So the reason why we have some paper on here is it's not a completely paper-free option. You have to send out a paper notice once to everybody, letting them know what the website is, where they go to find it, how they go to find it, so it's a piece of paper that says this is where you go look. And then you got something, notice of internet availability. So how would you pronounce that?
NOIA.
NOIA. All right. So yeah. So the NOIA is what you email out to everybody to let them know where it is on the company website. All right.
It's a notice to say where you're going to find your notices.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of it like that, but yeah, you're right. Now,
One last hurrah.
yeah, we're right. So the NOIA has to be by itself. All right. It can't include the lineup for well, if we had summer picnics or something like that, but it can't be store closing hours. It can't be what your work schedule is next week. It's a notice just for the required stuff, right? Okay. And then so like I said, you have to hand out the paper notice once, and then every time you put something electronic out there on the website, you have to send out the NOIA to them.
Okay.
Now that we've got another option that I like a little bit more, and that's called the direct email safe harbor. Okay. And
That means you can get rid of it all.
that means you can get rid of it all. You don't have to send out a piece of paper letting them know that they're going to get an email telling them where to find it, okay? Now, the difference between, so the first one, you're not emailing them any information. You're emailing them to go have a look at a company website.
Okay.
The second one, you're emailing them the information.
Sounds better.
I think it sounds better, sounds easier to me. You have, in both instances, the employer has to have somebody in HR maybe or something like that monitoring for bounce backs, for undeliverable emails, things like that. There is still an expectation of the employer to try to maintain reasonably recent or accurate email addresses, all right? And then so the second option, you email them all the required information. But there's an exclusion on this, and I'm sorry I've not quite figured out how to make this work yet, but it says that this only works for mandatory stuff. And you remember what the mandatory things are.
Right.
Summary plan descriptions, SARs, 40485, safe harbor notices, things like that.
SPDs.
SPDs. So, but adoption agreements and Form 5500s are furnished only upon request, and they're excluded from this method. So, not sure if you're using this method, how you're supposed to share that electronically. But
Though it's not asked for that
Yeah.
often.
All right, so hopefully you found that as exciting as we did. Now, I amuse myself. All right. Any questions from the peanut gallery? No. Good. All right. So you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hunterbenefits.com. And if you want to send an email to try to stump me, it's sales@hunterbenefits.com. Take care. Oh, happy Thanksgiving next week.
Here's looking at you.
Here's looking at you. Bye.
To my dear Chia Pet.
Well, thank you, dear.
Here's looking at you.
Mm-hmm.